my hat. Oh, excuse me. Tonia Reeves, Australia's Cowgirl medium, coming at you from here in Australia. It's afternoon here at the moment, and it is Christmas Eve for us. So you'll see, I've got my little moose reindeer ears, I think they are. I don't quite fit in the shot, but hey, it doesn't matter. The idea is there. So I just wanted to share today to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone on our show. And for those that don't follow Christmas, happy holidays or happy whatever version you want to make it, that's well and truly cool as well. But I just wanted to say a big thank you to all of you that take time out of your day to listen and tune in to us on the radio, doing our shows here on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. We really appreciate your support, and we love the fact that you're constantly sharing our clips of us doing readings. So thank you very much. We're very honoured to be able to have a lot of you calling in to connect for readings, and we're able to connect you with either your loved ones in spirit or some guidance through the cards, whatever it may be. You know that we are always here ready to connect for you. There's so many talented souls here on the radio, and we have a lot of fun doing it, and it's kind of like our service, giving back to you guys that support us. So thank you so much. Christmas is a really big time of year. It's quite a triggering time for those that have lost loved ones, and we're really mindful of that being, that this can be a real struggle for many. It may be your first year without your loved one in spirit, or maybe, it has been a few years and you still find this a real struggle Christmas time. So please know that you're not on your own. It is a really, it's a real time for many of us that have lost loved ones. And, looking at it, we actually all have, in one way or another. And I think if we can be of support to each other, I know I just shared an article that I'd written in Holistic Bliss magazine around, supporting people during Christmas time that are going through grief and loss, and, just being there for people and being a support, not trying to fix them, not trying to get them to, snap out of it and suddenly be happy, because, ultimately that everyone has to go through their own version of grief. So it's a really great article. Jump on and have a read if you feel inclined. And I'll just remind you again today, it's like we need to be able to support each other through this journey of grief, and, start to understand that for each and every one of us, it's really individual. And, we all go through something that's personal to us, and that's really unique. So, honour that for people and just be there and let people know, those that that are going through, that loss, and, coming Christmas time, it's a lot of pressure. Then please just, put your hand, reach out and say, I'm here for you. You don't have to fix it or make it better for them. Just letting them know that you're thinking of them is really powerful. So I just thought I'd share that today. Okay, my first caller is Mary from Cable Bay in New Zealand. Yay, Mary, how are you?
Hey, I'm fantastic.
Woo-hoo.
How are you?
Oh, go New Zealander. Woohoo, I think you're the second in the few years that I've been doing the show. You're the second New Zealander, so I'm excited. My next door neighbour, how are you?
I'm good. I'm actually from South Carolina originally, and I actually had a reading through your network last year before I made the transition over here, and I had gone through a whole lot of stuff. I was going through a big amount of change and things before I actually came over here, and and I'm just wanting a little bit of an update on things as time has progressed and things have changed, and yes, that's all.
Beautiful. Thank you for connecting. That's exciting. So what a big change for you. Like, that's massive. New Zealand, beautiful part of the world, though. So I feel like there was a relationship connection, and that's what's taken you over there, is just what I'm connecting with spirit. Can I ask, is Mum in spirit for you? Because I've got a lady stepping up straight away, and it's like, yay, I'm here.
Yeah, my mom's actually alive, and she's here, and she's the one that met the guy online from over here in '96, and he
Okay.
Yeah, and so he's no longer with us, but I'm actually now living in the house where he was. And
Wow.
so me and my mom had been, we've reconnected now after I left home at 16, so I haven't actually had a really close relationship with my mom in years.
Wow.
So, yeah, and so, you know, she no longer has his ashes at this house. But I actually had a reading through a virtual reading, like a video call through somebody else, and it was kind of cut short. And I have some unanswered questions or things that could possibly get, you know, brought up to light that were not able to be the last time. So, I don't know. He had spoken about my grandmother, and then there was,
Yes, so you've got your grandmother in spirit, and then you've also got, so he would be like, well, not stepfather, but he was your mum's partner, and this is whose house you're in right now. So, all right, I'm just going to bring through, because it's like she stepped up first, so I want to just connect with that aspect of her. I want to say she's looking out for you, and there's something around, or what she's showing me is things will work out in your favour. So I know obviously you're in the house. I feel like there's something around everything being organised, and there's some things that aren't that's more or less. Or what she's showing me is there's things where you don't know moving forward what's going to happen, because it's like I don't know whether it's almost like she's putting a question mark around a will, or was it an old will, or there was some question around something hasn't been clearly stated. So there's something around you taking that further. But it's like she's saying it's okay and it will be all right, because I feel like there's a process you're going to have to go through, and there's almost like, I want to say, a bit of patience here. But it's like I do want to say is what she's showing me is it's sort of, no, not funny the way she's saying it, but it's like those that haven't done the right thing are going to be exposed. So I feel like there's somebody trying to either undermine you and mum or not do the right thing, and it's like she's stepped in to say it's okay. Things will be exposed for those that are doing it for not the right reasons, and it's like you and mum are doing it for the right reasons, and you're honouring his wishes. So I do feel like that's part of also with him coming in. Now, can I ask, was there something around him, or what I feel connecting with the male in spirit here is, was he unwell but he passed through something that wasn't related to his illness? Can I ask? Because I feel like he's showing me he passed, there was something else that wasn't necessarily
it was heart. It was his heart. It was, he had congestive heart failure for 18 years. He outlived his diagnosis by many, many years, and his legs, I guess he had gout, and he had, his legs started releasing fluids, and so he suffered a lot, but my mom stuck by him, like, forever, for years and years, and, but that relationship was not very nice from what I've heard, and so I've been kind of hurt in spirit by him and the things that he has done to my mother while I was not around and in the country. So, so that is another thing. I didn't know if he's around in spirit, or if he means well, if he is, or if there's unfinished business, because I get the vibes, and I was getting them last year, and that is something that last reader was saying, that my grandmother was on my left, and there was an older man on my right shoulder, and so I don't know if it's him or if it's my grandfather, if it's somebody, another male, I don't know. So
okay, I don't feel it's necessarily him, because I feel like he's done what he needed, but there is something around with him being in spirit, he's going to make it right. So it's like the things will work out. So almost like as much as there's that, you know, you're feeling a bit like you explained, a little bit like he didn't do the right thing specifically, he is acknowledging that your mum helped him a lot. So it's like he wants her looked after. You know, he wants her taken care of now. So in a lot of cases when I connect with spirit, they've gone through a review when they pass, and it's almost like they get an understanding of how much the other person did. And I feel that's relative with mum. So it's like she will be looked after. But I feel for you, it's not him that's on your shoulder, because it's like he's out there, like he's in the spirit world, but he's not a mainstay for you. You've got your grandmother, and the other male, I don't feel like he's your grandmother's partner, so I feel like he's on the other side of the family, and he's the one that's around you.
Wow. Cool.
Okay.
Also, okay, the last reading.
With that, sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but I just want to with that, there's something around a uniform with him where he's showing me, I don't know whether whether there was an army connection or a police connection, but it's like something, he's just flashing to me. So I just had to pass that on to you. There's a guardian.
Okay, well, there's, okay, that makes sense. Also, this last reading that I had, they touched on something that was going to happen to my mother, 18 months, and 18 months will be on her birthday month. And I kind of mentioned it to her, and she's been kind of stressing out about it, and they said that it was going to be something that we couldn't really control. So I just didn't know if you could see anything.
I get, don't worry about that. Tell Mum not to worry. I think that was in relation to a slight hiccup, but nothing major. So please tell Mum not to worry, because that's, you know, whenever we're told something and there's that fear around it, we can manifest things to happen. So I feel like Mum's revelation was, there's something that's Mum's changed already, and it's like, don't worry about that, just keep going strong, because your mum's a real fighter, and she's had to be throughout her life. And I want to say to her, you know, don't worry about it. Do not let it bother you, because it's not an intention of giving a reading is to put fear into somebody. I get a bit angry about that, because it's not fair, and we can manifest things if we worry enough. So tell Mum, do not worry. It is bullshit, is what I would say. So I'm sorry, but I'm just going to go there.
When he put a date on that thing, we were like, what? So, I mean, she does have certain things going on, but she is more aware of a lot of things now that happen. So I'm hoping that will change that.
No, it is fine. Tell her, do not worry about it. I have to run because I'm out of time. Bless both you and your mum. Tell her not to worry. All will be well. Thank you so much for connecting in. Bye for now. Woo-hoo.